Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be here this evening. My name is Deborah Bohne, and I'm going to show you the finer points of taking a blood pressure. I want to tell you that high blood pressure can lead to heart disease. And heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. The definition of blood pressure, according to Medline Medical Encyclopedia, blood pressure is the measurement of the force applied to the walls of the arteries while the heart contracts and pumps blood throughout the body. Blood pressure is written using two numbers. You've probably heard your doctor tell you your blood pressure is 124/70, for instance. The first number is called the systolic blood pressure. Systolic pressure is measured as the heart muscle contracts, forcing the greatest amount of blood against the walls of the arteries. The second number is called the diastolic blood pressure. Diastolic pressure is measured as the heart muscle relaxes between beats. There are three ways you can take a blood pressure: lying, sitting, or standing. It is usually taken while sitting. When you're asked to monitor your blood pressure, you will probably purchase an electronic blood pressure cuff, such as this one right here. Before you purchase that cuff, it's important that you make sure the cuff fits you. If it's too large or too small, then you won't get an accurate reading. The second thing about an accurate reading on your electronic cuff or any blood pressure cuff is the cuff has to be in the right position on the arm. If the cuff or the arm is above the heart or below the heart, you will not get an accurate reading. The blood pressure cuff I will show you should be at heart level, right there. You'll also notice this tubing attached to the blood pressure cuff. The tubing needs to go down the inside of the arm towards your little finger. The reason for this is the cuff has a cuff within itself. We call it the bladder. As the bladder inflates, it occludes the brachial artery, the large artery going down into your arm. As the air is slowly released from the cuff, it starts taking your blood pressure. Be sure to keep still during these measurements because any movement can affect your blood pressure and give you an inaccurate reading. If your doctor has asked you to monitor your blood pressure, I suggest that you get a journal. Write down your name, your medications, the date and time, and any activity. Internal and external stimulus can affect blood pressure. Blood pressure changes throughout the day. Be sure to have your blood pressure checked regularly. And remember that high blood pressure can lead to heart disease. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States. Don't be a statistic. Take your blood pressure often. You know the finer points now, so it should be a little bit more interesting. Thank you for listening, and have a great evening.